If you're anything like me, you probably spend a considerable amount of time on social media. Let's be real. We've all found ourselves scrolling endlessly through images of the same company logos on LinkedIn of people announcing their summer internships. Or we found ourselves wanting a very clearly randomized Instagram filter to tell us which Disney villain we are. It happens, we've all been there. But I definitely spend the majority of my social media time on Instagram. I'll come across my friends' vacation photos, the occasional meme, a cool dance video, and sometimes I'll come across a sponsored post promoting some type of product by an influencer. You've probably heard of the word influencer, or even come across their posts and cringed at their captions that constantly remind you to use my code for 10% off. But what does it mean really? The term influencer is one of those words that's just so overused and misunderstood that it doesn't really mean anything anymore, like blockchain. Influencer can be an insult, but also a marketing method or a career path, but also that thing that my friend does for fun. Essentially, an influencer is someone who possesses the power to affect purchasing decisions of others based on their knowledge, credibility, and relationship with their audience. Within the context of social media, an influencer promotes a brand or product to their follower base through digital content in exchange for monetary compensation. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. You're talking about those obnoxious people on Instagram who get paid for posting and make ridiculous amounts of money without putting in any real effort. Well, not quite. I've always been interested in how the influencer industry actually works. This past year, I decided to give it a shot. With just over 1,000 followers on Instagram, I jumped on the hype train of becoming an influencer. I absolutely, without a doubt, love fashion. And for the past few years, I've particularly enjoyed shopping with the local boutique that's become my one-stop shop, Dress Up. Last year, when I heard that the brand was recruiting brand ambassadors from Georgia Tech, I was immediately interested. Not for the perks, but for the opportunity to be affiliated with a brand that I held close to my heart. Now, I'm a computer science major, so I have no professional knowledge of communication strategies or marketing practices. All that I know about social media marketing stems from my own experiences and what I enjoy viewing and engaging with. But with one passionate application and some luck, I got the gig. All I had to do was post regularly according to the loose guidelines and watch the perks roll in. I'm an active Instagram user. I know how to do this. How hard can it be? Turns out it's a lot harder to be authentic, relevant, engaging, consistent, active, and unique than you would think. Brands are tapping into the communities of influencers who are experts in their respective niches, but who have also harnessed the accessibility of social media to create personal connections and trust with their followers. Now we can see with Business Insider that in 2019, the influencer marketing industry was worth $8 billion, and it's projected to be worth up to $15 billion by 2022. So it's very clear that influencer marketing is becoming a huge aspect within the industry. In 2019, MAC Cosmetics initiated the most successful ad campaign with influencers on TikTok to boost their profile amongst Gen Z that collected over 2.3 billion views. In 2018, Lyft became the most mentioned brand on Instagram through a series of influencer campaigns promoting ride-sharing and active engagement. In 2017, Nike gained significant buzz for the launch of the Air Vapor Max on YouTube through a viral video campaign promoting their shoe and what's inside the shoe by influencers. So as you can see, these are just 3 of the several brands that have invested heavily into influencer marketing. So it's clear that these companies are now investing heavily into this type of field, and it's important to consider. In 2017, Rihanna launched her makeup brand, Fenty Beauty, that launched huge success commercially. Fenty Beauty launched 40 shades of foundation, ranging from the lightest skin tones to the deepest, that were all marketed by beauty influencers of varying skin tones, ethnic backgrounds, and follower counts. This launch truly set the precedent for inclusive marketing, and now we're seeing that marketing is becoming much more authentic, relevant, and relatable. We as consumers are so diverse, not only in terms of thoughts, but also in terms of our opinions, our looks, and our backgrounds. So it's important that we're able to look up to people who are similar to us. Cassie Ho is an Asian American fitness influencer who created her brand, Blogilates, as a way to promote living a healthy and balanced lifestyle. Her quick at-home workouts cater to women who are looking for fun and creative ways to stay active without needing a gym. Cassie spreads messages of body positivity within women who might not look like the mainstream image of fit women, but who can be just as active, toned, and healthy. Anchal Seda is an Indian-British beauty influencer who shares her love for makeup while embracing her culture and her heritage. Her recommendations and tutorials cater to women who don't see representations of their cultural looks and deeper skin tones in mainstream marketing. Anchal inspires ethnic women to feel comfortable in their own skin and to feel just as beautiful in their cultural looks as they do in their everyday looks. Justina Zarek, more commonly known as iJustine, is a technology influencer who reviews all the latest gadgets and shares key comparisons, reviews, and reactions in an engaging and easy to understand way. Her content caters to people who might not keep up with tech on their own, but who are still interested in keeping up with the latest trends and the latest releases. Justine's earned a spot as one of the most influential people within the tech space through her own style, without fitting the mold of being a stereotypical tech nerd. And the list goes on and on. These influencers are all representing the niches that they come from, and they're driving inclusion within the marketing space. When you think about it now, influencers are serving a much higher purpose than just getting you the best discount, right? Influencers are no longer the new kids on the block. They've completely disrupted the marketing industry and completely transformed it by capitalizing on their authenticity and their niche. If you think being an influencer seems like a permanent vacation, that couldn't be further from the truth. These creators are putting in hours of hard work and working to represent people of every age, gender, nationality, and sexual background. So, what does this mean for you? When you see a sponsored post by an influencer, don't automatically roll your eyes at them. Take a second to understand where they're coming from and what their message is. If you can relate to that mission, then support them and engage with their content so that they can continue to create more content. But even if you don't relate to their mission, don't put them down. You never know who's positively impacted by their message. Influencers are here to stay, whether you're on board or not. So let's support them as they make strides in bringing diversity and inclusion to traditional marketing. Let's make way for these new age entrepreneurs. Thank you.